Is that the best you got, fat man?
It is a mistake to underestimate me.
Pathetic. You are weak.
I am not weak.
Wilson?
Vanessa, I'm sorry.
He's here.
It's a beautiful sunset.
You never struck me as the sentimental sort.
Every coin has two sides. A yin and a yang.
Or you've gone soft.
Or perhaps, Mr. Yoshioka, you are the one who's gone soft. I heard of your organization's recent setback. How's your hand treating you, by the way?
My operations would move much smoother if you were to return.
What's done is done.
Slaughter is a fool. He doesn't know how to run the operation. If he slips up...
I'm a man of my word. You will continue to receive my support at a distance. Slaughter can think he is in charge, but we both know he is a fool.
Have you heard about Owlsy?
Wesley has been keeping me up to date. That truck accident was rather unfortunate.
They haven't found Owlsy's body yet.
You believe Slaughter is to blame.
You know what has to be done.
How many times must I tell you, Nobu? I am no longer directly involved in—
He will drive your operation into the ground!
Do not interrupt me! I am not some child to talk down to. Lest we forget who is in charge here. There is no need for senseless violence. I have evidence that we can turn over to the American authorities.
I'm sure he would be prepared in case you return to the States. You'd have to be very careful.
They think that with a little gentrification and some tourism dollars, they can change Hell's Kitchen. Sure, the city planning office calls it Clinton. Everyone who actually travels those streets knows that the kitchen will never change. And any tourist who finds himself a couple blocks east of Times Square, the wrong time will know why.
Sometimes the kitchen smells like a rotting carcass. My hypersensitive ears often ring from the overwhelming sounds of sirens and screaming. The taste of smog belching out of exhaust pipes makes me want to hurl. Sometimes it all makes me question if that's what I'm fighting for. I just can't bring myself to leave the kitchen, because it's home. It's a part of me, just like the fighter in me.
Psst, Benny.
Home run. You know what happens to nosy fellas?
Answer him.
What?
I guess the famous reporter has an answer to everything but this one. Nothing? They lose their noses. Ha!
Not if I break yours first.
Move and I shoot.
Try me.
Get back! I mean it! Oh God, please help me!
You're past that point now.
That's enough. Wait! You know, I'm a reporter for the Bugle. Used to hear stories from hospital patients about how you saved them. Now, all I hear from them is how you put them in there. What's going on?
I'm putting the fear of God into them.
And leaving a trail of battered bodies everywhere you go. One more thing. I'm sure you know about the new player in the kitchen, doing the same thing, right?
No. He and I are nothing alike. He's been unleashing senseless violence.
Well, what do you call this then?
Do you know anything about him?
Remember the truck accident with the owl? The FBI took jurisdiction over the crime scene. Some other guy, in charge of the Russian mob, shot dead in the police precinct as soon as the FBI came to take over the investigation. 2 gang leaders killed around the same time, both involved in a federal investigation. My reporter senses are tingling.
So what do you think? FBI behind it?
Not sure yet. After work today, I'm going to go to the morgue over by Bellevue to take a look at the bodies. Maybe around 7 o'clock or so. Tell me, are you in or out?
Ah, there she is. Practicing your aim, I see. Could be useful after what happened last week.
I didn't expect...
All I'm saying, Sandra, is that you really screwed the pooch on that one. You're lucky your good friend Dex was able to take care of it. And the media's focusing suspicion on Tower. Let me clue you in on a little something. You see that there? That reminds me of someone.
What are you talking about?
You see, one more slip up like that fiasco at the precinct, and that target over there is going to resemble... Oh, what was it? Again, Ella? No, that's not it. Ellen... Oh! Elena.
You stay the hell away from my daughter, comprendes?
I say it's just business, but I'm sure I'd enjoy it. So yeah, you're on morgue duty tonight. Don't screw up.
Wilson, what troubles you, my love?
Nothing, Vanessa.
I feel the knots. Talk to me.
I built an empire on human sin. As the kingpin, I was feared by both the honest and the wicked, police and pushers. But now that I've retired, I worry that...
Oh, shh.
Just a bit sore.
It's not the only pain in your back, I take it.
There's a man who sought to fill up the space left in the wake of my departure. He's a vicious man. Hell-bent on taking the power I once had. He will do anything to get it.
You always have a plan. What's your concern?
I have evidence, but I can't trust anyone with the information. He wants me dead, so there's too great a risk for me to return to America to turn it in.
The world has been cruel to you, Wilson, but you are not alone anymore. Let me help you.
Hey, Matt. Someone's here to speak with you.
Thanks, Miss Page. Tell them I'll be out shortly. Murdoch.
Mr. Murdoch, I need your help.
Take a deep breath, Melvin. Remember what Betsy taught you in your sessions.
It's Betsy. She's missing and won't answer the phone.
I'm sure she's safe. Maybe her phone died.
She always calls me at this time. She's missing.
Melvin, there's not much that...
We had an agreement, Mr. Murdoch. You said I could count on you being there for me. Don't you remember? You bailed me out and said I can always turn to you, and in return, I'd help out your friend, Mr. Red.
I'll see if my friend Daredevil can look for her, but he might be busy.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Listen, I have to go now, but try to take it easy, okay?
Mr. Murdoch.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Special Agent Ben Poindexter. You go by Maddie?
Mr. Murdoch is fine. So, how can I help you?
I wanted to talk to you about the incident the other day at the police precinct. I'm running the investigation on the death of your client.
Murder. You are investigating the murder of our client.
Semantics. Anyways, you were at the site of the attack, right?
Yeah?
But neither your partner nor the special agent at the scene witnessed it. Now, why is that?
I asked Agent Maldonado if we could speak to our client. I stepped outside the door, it shut behind me. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it got locked or blocked.
So it was just you in that hallway with all those men?
I heard a few voices and some grunting. I'm not very sure.
What I don't understand about all this is just how they wound up unconscious when it was just them and you. You wouldn't know, would you?
Well, I didn't see much of anything. What are you getting at here?
You see, Maddie, neither did the cameras. I'm just trying to piece this together. So, you're in the hallway, the door closes, and all this commotion happens. What next?
There was a gunshot in the other interrogation room. I ran in there and, well, the rest is history. Listen, I'll be blunt, Mr. Poindexter. I think you should be chasing leads on the suspect instead of asking the blind man if he saw anything. Because either it seems like you have nothing to go off of here, or you're intentionally half-assing this investigation to cover something up.
I assure you, I'd much rather be anywhere else right now. However, as of now, we have no clue who did it.
Well, Ben, as you can see, I'm of no help to the Bureau. I'm sure you know the way out, right?
Oh, you're something else, Murdoch. You're lucky it's rude to hit a blind person. Dex.
Where are you now?
Running an investigation.
The lawyers?
Bingo.
Listen, you make sure they don't have anything on us and then get out of there. There's an 8:30 private jet coming into JFK from Japan that matches the financials of one of our persons of interest. Why don't you go look into that?
Got it.
What can I get for you?
Something to wake me up, please.
FBI! Don't move!
You got him?
Not quite, sir. It's his wife.
That we can work with.
It would be my pleasure, sir.
Can you not?
Oh, you smell pretty. Is that cherry blossom? Or is it black rose?
Those aren't good for you, you know.
Geez, how about a little heads up next time, huh? Could give me a heart attack. Then you'd be hauling my body in here.
Speaking of, a bit far off from the kitchen, no?
I got a source in the medical examiner's office. Turns out the chief ME really wanted to take a look at the bodies. Should I ask?
Armed guards. I'll get in with the roof access and take out the guards. I'll give you the signal when it's safe to come in.
Morty, you there?
Hey, Ben, how ya been?
Just peachy. Save for the murder threats and all. Here's a little extra for sticking your neck out for me.
Didn't know you were bringing someone.
What can I say? Three's company.
Well, as long as you don't do anything freaky, guess he can stay.
Here he is, Leland Owsley. The kitchen's been better off without him.
I've been around death enough to know what it smells like. I've felt the body's temperature drop. I've heard one's final breath pass through the lips. And then the deceased enters into an eternal blindness, one that even I'm not familiar with. I know the stench of death, and it definitely isn't latex and rubber. Something's not right.
What do you mean?
That's not Owsley.
Then who the hell is it?
Take a look for yourself.
Damn. Someone clearly wants us to think he's dead.
Which means he isn't. Take cover behind the corner.
Huh?
Now!
FBI! Hands where I can see them.
Don't make this hard on yourself. Come on out.
Hey, you want me? Run!
It's Daredevil! Stop him! Sir, there's been a problem. Daredevil was at the morgue and got away.
Never mind that. Something more important has come up.
More important than Daredevil?
Our guests are secure. Get over to Pier 89 and make it quick.
Yes, sir, Mr. Slaughter.
So, the devil comes out to play, huh?
Time to pay his due, Slaughter.
I'm glad we can finally have this chance to chat. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. You know, my old man taught me an important lesson. If you want something in life, you just go and take it. I didn't realize how true that was until I saw you in action. With the right amount of violence, you can get whatever you want. I see it in you, devil. A little bit of what I got in me. It's so beautiful, so graceful. Where does it come from?
What are you talking about?
The violence. Where does yours come from?
We are nothing alike.
My old man was named Cain, just like the first guy in the Bible to ever murder. He slaughtered his own brother, Abel. Funny enough, Pops thought himself to be more like Abel the Just, stripped of what he thought was rightfully due to him.
I should give you what's rightly due to you.
Taking out the owl and the Russians was a piece of cake. But this is gonna be fun.
Word of advice, devil. You think yourself high and mighty, but you'll learn that once you spend enough time in a cage, you start to become as savage as all the other animals you've trapped yourself with. I don't think so. Lay a single finger on me and the hostages inside die.
What did you do?
Took my due. You should check up on them.
him go.
Over my dead body, Red! One more step forward and my dear partner here will put him out of their misery!
But Dex...
If you don't, I will personally hand-deliver you a box with your daughter's head inside.
Maldonado, don't!
Get up, Maddie.
Dad?
Did you hear me, boy? Get up. Don't give me excuses. You still have work to do. Now get up. No matter how much we hit the mat, Murdochs always get up.
I need a lawyer.
I'm sorry, Pop. I can't let these bullies get away with it anymore. Seems like your language is the only one they understand. I have to fight back. You wanted me out of the kitchen with some fancy job, not fighting. But doing this, it's the only bit of you I have left.
Dad, isn't it bad to do that? Victor Lantham says hurting people is a sin.
The reason I fight is for you, kiddo. Going to school and getting a future. That's the only way you're getting out of the kitchen.
So, for the greater good?
That, and I just want you to be proud of your old man for something, Maddie. To know he's good for something. Now get out of here, kiddo. I gotta talk to Mr. Sweeney. Hit the books. You still got work to do.
Yes, Father. I shall let the devil out.